Little Guardians, Earl. Cleveland welcomes the Seattle Mariners to town to start their homestand. It is Tristan McKenzie versus Bryce Miller tonight on the bump. Two first-place teams. Jason, what are you looking forward to most in this series from the Guardians and the Mariners?
This is a big stretch. The next 12 or so games, really the end of the month, they're going to be tested. It's the Mariners, it's
the Orioles.
There it is, yeah, the Jays, the Royals. So this is a good little stretch for them. This Mariners series, the Cleveland and Seattle develop pitching like hardly anyone else, and I'd put Tampa in there as well. So I expect to see some good pitching battles this week. Good to have them back home. They've been out on the road for a little while. Bryce Miller is another one of those young, up-and-coming pitchers. The Mariners have a ton of them. You've probably never heard of him, but he's really good.
You're going to see him in a sec, by the way. I got a little special something for you guys on Bryce Miller before we get to Coach Otis.
All right. McKenzie, obviously, we know what he is this year. He's managed to duck, dodge, dive, and dodge for the most part. But when he misses, he gets hit hard.
Yeah, he do.
It's just you hold your breath every time he's out there right now. But it should be a fun battle. Obviously, Steven voted against his former team.
For tonight, that McKenzie thing is the one that I want to see the most because when they hit his ball, it's probably a home run. But if they miss, it's a strikeout.
If he misses his spot, it's hitting the wrong way.
It's incredible to see. I think Seattle is it's a good team. I think that they have, like everybody in baseball, they have moments where they're not as good, and then it's like this. But I think that the Guardians coming off of this loss to the Blue Jays, I'll be interested because Jose should be back today, right? He's had his kid.
I don't know if he's back. They haven't put the lineup out yet, but he left for paternity leave.
I thought they said he'd be back for this series.
Well, we'll see when the.
I guess we will see. Well, hopefully
it's like 3 days. Usually it's like 3 days.
Hopefully Jose is back for today. It'd be interesting to see how he comes back after being off or missing the last couple of games. But for me, it's about the hitting. If the pitching for Seattle is supposed to be really that good, then we got to start. This is a game where we can build our confidence on hitting and continue that home run stretch. I think everybody's been hitting the ball pretty well. Even when they're down, they still do a great job of rallying. Hopefully that's not the case where they have to rally back against the Mariners. But I love the way this team is playing right now. And hopefully Jose is out there to knock one over the fence. I want to see Josh Naylor get out of his slump too, because you cost me a couple of days ago. You owe down.
The Mariners lineup it's okay. It's not great. It's okay. Their starting pitching has been very good this season, and with Steven Kwan on his quest for 400, he's at 398 now. I'm really curious to see how the Seattle staff in particular.
Let you tell Jay that.
We talked about it yesterday for a while. Yeah, we're just curious to see how.
Man, I wish I was on yesterday.
He's not there yet. He's at 398, but he's inching his way closer and closer, and he's the most unique hitter in all of baseball right now. What he does from an offensive standpoint is unmatched by anyone in baseball. No one else is even hitting 330 in baseball. He's hitting 398. But I'm curious to see how Seattle, who has a unique approach to attacking hitters from an entire philosophical standpoint, how they try to attack Steven Kwan, especially on the second and third times through the lineup. All their pitchers, Bryce Miller, who's going tonight, who we'll talk about in a sec, he's been phenomenal in 3 of his last 4 starts. 2 of those last 4, he's gone 6 or more, no earned runs allowed, 8 strikeouts or more. In one of those, he went 6, allowed 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts, and then he got absolutely destroyed by the Royals. Gave up 7 runs in 5 innings. So he's been consistent, but he can be hit if needed. And I'm just curious to see how these guys, who all have whips that are right around 1, how they attack a guy like Steven Kwan, because they throw strikes. They're all strikeout-laden pitchers. Steven Kwan doesn't strike out ever. So I'm really interested to see how that battle unfolds over the next 3 games.
If he gets to 400, Jay owes me an apology.
He does.
At 400 at any point?
No, or finish the season. For the season.
Jay said he would shave his head if he hits 400 for the season.
He did say that.
So
wow,
we are all.
He did say that.
Not that we had any reason to root against it. We all are now rooting heavily for it.
I want to right here live on air. I want to see this man shave his head.
It would be epic. So I mentioned Bryce Miller a second ago. He's pitching tonight for the Guardians. He went to A&M, and right before COVID happened at A&M, I started an Aggie Athlete Challenge series where I would challenge an Aggie athlete to their sport.
Oh, you did what I did.
Yeah, I did it before. I did 4 years before you did. You stole my idea. And then COVID happened and it got washed out. But I tried to hit Bryce Miller And the goal was I had 10 pitches because I put one in play. And it's a little 2-minute thing. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve, can play it back. This is me versus Bryce Miller back from 2019.
What's your baseball background?
I played in high school.
Okay.
I wasn't very good,
Okay.
but I played in high school. This is 2019 me versus Bryce Miller, who's facing the Guardians lineup tonight, and hopefully they fare a little better than I did. The Texas A&M pitching staff was historically filthy in 2019. As a team, the Aggies recorded 673 strikeouts. That's a new school record. So for our second Aggie Athlete Challenge, I'm taking on Bryce Miller.
Bryce throws an awful lot of strikes, very athletic. It's going to be anywhere from 92 to 96 mile an hour. Every now and then he'll lose a little control. He'll miss arm side high, which means right at the right-handed hitter's head, so make sure you're really safe in that respect.
Miller rung up 57 batters in just 43 innings of work last year. My goal today, simply put the ball in fair territory. Do you think I have any shot at hitting your fastball?
I mean, you said you played baseball in high school, so I think you got a chance.
I warmed up with some soft toss, and yeah, I was hitting dingers left and right. What's up, Bryce? You ready for that? If I hit a home run, can I get a scholarship?
No doubt. We're going to put you in the lineup. We'll write you in. If you run one out of the park today, you're our guy. We're going to find a way to get you eligible.
So while you watch me try and take Miller deep, enjoy the play-by-play commentary from Aggie infielder Bryce Blom.
Hey, compete with 2 right here.
How'd that look?
A little bit earlier. Almost got it. Hey, it's not a sword, by the way. Don't chop at it.
That was my pitch, though. That felt good.
Hey, you need to start your swing before the ball's in the glove.
That was it.
That was close.
That was it.
Even earlier.
Shoot.
Hey, start your swing earlier than you ever thought possible. The goal is to hit the ball.
Oh, that was it. Bryce, keep going right there. Right there.
Throw him a slider. See if you can hit the slider. Hey, we're letting you know a slider is coming right here. About a foot away.
One last pitch. Dig it in. I'm about to crush this.
There you go.
Not easy. I'm 0 for 2 in challenges now, but next week I'll probably be 0 for 3. We'll see y'all after the break. And Justin, you couldn't have done any better, let's be honest. Full disclosure, the one I did foul tip at the end, he lobbed in 60 miles an hour. So the answer was no, I couldn't hit him. So hopefully the Guardians have a much better effort tonight. And Bryce, I like you. He's my guy. We still keep in touch. I hope you get absolutely smoked tonight.
You need to get in the car and come with me to Biosport in Westlake. That swing is not.
See, basketball player.
That's so unfortunate, you know. I feel like I could have. I feel like I would.
You would have hit him over. You would have taken him deep.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
Thompson would have had 10 for 10 with
By
7
the way,
runs.
listen, he put a scholarship on the line. It ain't even about the challenge no more. This is money on the
Well,
wood.
I have no eligibility left.
That looked like a Easton bat from 1987.
I need the Ohio
What were you
State coach to do
swinging?
that to me.
A&M bat. That's what they gave me.
Well, and I'm sure it was a good bat. It did not look like a bat.
I need if
recognized.
Ohio State's coach says that to me, I say right, let's go right now.
That's right, yeah.
I look like Mark McGuire, and I take him right over. I don't know who he is, but I take you right over the fence.
He's pitching tonight for the Mariners.
No. I'm talking about Ohio State's pitcher.
Oh.
I'll take him right for a scholarship to play baseball. It's gone. Because Jay Crawford is on my list. And anytime, Jay, whenever after take your meds and, you do your thing, you ice up your elbow, you get you some icy hot on there.
With your shaved head.
With
a shaved head.
With your shaved head. You go right over the fence, my brother. And I heard y'all talking about me yesterday. G talking about some Tyvis is crazy. You talking about he can hit a baseball. Listen, I'm just telling you right now. It's gifted. It's nothing that I can't do.
Are we doing the UCSS Channel 3 softball game? Are we going to do that?
Yeah, Bull's trying to and I'm trying to choose my words carefully here.
Yeah.
Bull was so upset about how the teams were split last season, which, by the way, Stephanie, who does a great job upstairs,
They look fine to me.
Of course, you was on the winning team.
Doesn't know. It's not like she was scouting. You'd have to submit a scouting report of how much experience you have playing softball. The teams. He was so upset that now he's trying to create a fantasy draft for this softball game so he can help pick his own team. So yes, it will happen. I don't know when it happened last year, sometime in August. Yeah.
It was August.
So
that's a
we'll find out
busy
when it
time
happens.
for
But
But we got to get Tyvis up for this game
Such a busy time.
so that he and Jay can go one-on-one after the game, before or after the game.
well, no, we're gonna do once the Pan Am games are done. Jay's gonna pitch to all of us. We're all gonna get 1 at bat versus Jay, or 10 pitches versus Jay.
All right.
And hit. So first pitch tonight is 6:40.
He gonna be sick.
Last time McKenzie pitched, his stat line looked good, but those were the two hard hit balls against Cincinnati that Tyler Freeman robbed in center field. He was 2 plays away from being severely injured. And I'm getting a phone call from Coach Otis right now, Earl. So you want to